It's Elizabeth Maria, and this is Intuitive Tuesdays with Elizabeth Maria. I'm not sure if the music is too loud or not, but this is actually called. Hold on, I'm gonna go get my laptop and see what this is all about. Um, and no, I do not own the rights to this music. Let's see here. This is Afro Lo-Fi Beats to Chill and Relax, some drum instrumental. It's called Manifest That Shit. I love it on YouTube. So, it's good. I believe that dance is such an important healing modality, and definitely such an important modality for grounding, one of the topics tonight. So I am Elizabeth Maria, and so tonight we're talking about grounding energy, and it's so important. Tonight is the spring equinox, right? Really it's the like the next 3 days or so, but we have a new moon in Aquarius. This is a perfect time to set your intentions. I have no idea if hold on, I don't even know. Social comments displayed here, guys, and it says tarot and tea up at the top, and like I did one for tonight. I'm not really sure, I'm still learning this technology, so whatever. But anyways, a new spring coming in with new technology. In the last month, let me tell you, if you guys haven't completely transformed your life in some kind of way, it is totally going to happen. This is the new year for the astrology. For those of you that follow the astrology, we're moving into the sign of Aries today, the sign of fire, right? The sign of bringing things in, manifestation, manifest that shit, right? That's what we're listening to again. Anyways, yeah, so how do we do that? Well, one of the things that I wanted to talk about is grounding, and just really the importance of being in the present moment, right? Mindfulness. I mean, really, that's all meditation is. I'm going to put my glasses. Actually, I'm going to keep them on. I'm like, anyways, okay. So, yeah. So mindfulness is really, being back in, or getting back into your body, and dance is a wonderful modality. And, you guys, I know that tapping is really big right now, but I started studying Peter Levine and somatic healing, several years ago. And really, there's all kinds of just exercises that will physically ground you back into your body. One exercise that I particularly love to do, especially during times of transition, and with this new moon, and with this transition with the spring equinox, all of what we have been planting, is starting to bloom, but it can still look really chaotic, at least at least for me it can. So grounding exercises. So one that I really love to do, and I recommend, and if you do this exercise, I recommend that you really have the time to honor your space, your body, to reconnect and be open to what comes up. The first time that I did this, be ready to start a live video at 8 p.m. You know what? I'm wondering if it's just gonna start another one. My God, I just don't even know about this technology, but Anyway, so the first time I did this exercise, it brought up a lot of stored, for lack of a better term, trauma that, had been held in my body for so long. And so in releasing that energy, I mean, I cried. It was literally like on some level, like performing an exorcism on myself. It was pretty crazy. So just be open and know that, divine brings in what you can handle. And, if you don't think that you can walk through something that intense by yourself, then, definitely, have someone or have, a check-in or something like that. When I was doing some pretty intense inner child work this past year, I had kind of a check-in friend that I would schedule a call with or whatever, or hey, check in on me during this period because I'm going in deep. I'm doing some deep healing. So important, guys. Anyways, so like my mind is just a tad bit distracted because of the technology issue. But I guess it's 8:06 and we're still recording, so I'll just post this one. Anyways, all about mindfulness, getting back in that body, right? Great topic. I always talk about, not always, but most of the time I talk about where I'm at in this moment. So anyways, back to the grounding technique. One of my favorite grounding techniques is to either take a really hot shower or like a hot bath. I mean, not too hot, you lay in there, you can put, your essential oils. That's what I do, a little Epsom salt, whatever. I'd love to listen to either sound healing music or some type of meditation, but you can do this in the tub, in the shower, or when you get out of the shower, whatever your comfort level is. I like to do it when I get out of the shower sometimes, or sometimes when I'm like scrubbing each body part, when I get out of the shower, when I'm like rubbing my lotion or my oil on, that's when I like to do it. And I just like check in. I check in with each body part in a really loving, slow, intentional, deliberate way. So like, thank you, fingers, for helping me to write, for helping me to, prepare food. I mean, whatever it is. Oh, hey, there's someone here. Oh, yay, yay, yay. I'm so glad that you made it. I'm so excited. So, so one of my favorite grounding techniques. So after you get out of the shower and you're putting your lotion on, just check in with each body part. Thank your hands. Thank you, hands, for helping me prepare meals, right? Thank you, hands, for helping me to drive my car. Thank you, arms, thank you, legs, thank you, feet, and just as you go through and really, you can slow it down. You can actually also look up some like reflexology points, especially when you're doing your feet, but just thanking each body part and getting grounded back into this moment right here, right now, because that's what we have, right? Is right now. And the reason we get to experience right now in this physical form is because of our bodies, right? And so it's a wonderful way to check in and to thank this vessel between, as above, so below, between the kingdom of the heavens and the kingdom of earth, right? Our bodies are the vessel. So that's probably one of my favorite grounding techniques. That's, I guess, the favorite in-house, like being inside grounding, and any kind of meditation. I listen to sound healing like all day. I mean, my daughter, like when I'm with her, she gets kind of annoyed with all the chakra cleansing stuff that I play, but I'm like, once you've lived this long, lady, you'll appreciate it too. Anyways, oh my God, I'm just so happy to be in this new space in Maine. And, I have Ganesh behind me, or Ganesh, or Ganush, or whatever, potato you say, helping to guide me, through any obstacles. And I mean, my God, I was in a freaking snowbank, or my car just stopped in the middle of a blizzard. I mean, it was crazy, tow, and all that, to get here. And I'm so thankful that I persevered. And that I didn't give up, and because the land here is just so beautiful. And that's the next grounding technique that I recommend to everyone, is literally just get outside, go hug a tree, for reals. Here on this property, I go out every day, and I just walk around the property and listen. I heard once that prayer is asking, and meditation, or which is really mindfulness, being in the present, is listening, right? And so I've been doing a lot of listening to the nature that's around me, and talking with the trees. And I know that's pretty like hippy dippy or whatever, but there's so much wisdom in the trees. There's some beautiful ones here on this property. And also the rocks, like here in Maine, there's like all these big beautiful boulders. We're like, it's a mountainous region where I'm at. And so I found this rock. It's just like, I don't know, maybe like 30 yards from the house, or I have no idea how far that is in measurement. I don't know, but it's off in the woods a little bit. And it's this huge rock, and it's just covered in moss. And then up to the top, it has like this triangular shape that is just totally moss free, and it was just so beautiful. And it reminded me of when I was a child, and my parents were members of the Mountain, which was owned by the Unitarian Church. And so we went there for like different events and stuff and celebrations. And they had this rock there called Meditation Rock. And so I decided to name the rock up here Meditation Rock. And so now on the daily, I go to my meditation rock and just talk to it. And, I don't even need to laugh at that, but just soak up the energy, the mineral. And I mean, we're comprised, on the physical, right? So good. So outside, talk to some trees, and take your shoes off. Like, now that it's spring, literally, like, find, a patch of grass or whatever, or just take your feet off and stand. You can talk to the sun. That's do some movement. One of the I talk about this all the time. One of my healing modalities is movement meditation. And so I incorporate like, dance, a little bit of yoga, sometimes some booty shaking, all of it kind of, combined into one type of, it's almost like a praising to the divine, right? And it's a connection. So any type of dance, movement, meditation is also another way to ground your energy and to get into this beautiful human vessel that we have, right? Okay, and then the perfectly flawed part. as we move forward, just remember and remind yourself that as you're exploring new things in your life, that, any type of new endeavor that you decide to embark on, you're like a baby, right? And so if, you take a misstep, and fall, and I don't even like to say mistakes anymore, because there's no mistakes in the divine plan, right? But if you energetically feel that you've taken a misstep and you want to admonish yourself, remember that, like, in whatever journey that you're embarking on, you're a baby. I think of that Diggable Planet song. We're just babies, man. We're just babies, and you wouldn't yell at a baby. I love Abraham Hicks for that analogy. Get up, dummy. You know what I mean? Like, no, so don't yell at yourself when you're trying these new endeavors. Be gentle, dance, give yourself enough rest during this phase, the spring equinox, because the energy is all about putting your manifestations out there. I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling for the collective reading. Oh, I always wear copper, and I wanted to say that I'm wearing a new piece of copper. This, I think my mom gave this to me. It has an elephant on it. Well, just like, see right here. So copper just, we are the vessel, we are. But copper is a good conduit of energy, so it just, helps with the flow. So I am going to go ahead and do our collective reading, and just, remember on the spring equinox, this is really the new year. This is the time, to step out and say, okay, I'm going to, incorporate some yoga 3 times a week in my life, or, okay, I'm going to start looking for a new job, or whatever it is, so it's the beginning of things, so be gentle with yourself. Okay. I just keep on kind of moving things around. Let me just get into it. We'll just see what happens. Okay, so for the collective reading, thank you. I want to thank my guides for protecting the space, for only allowing what is of our highest or most fun or best timelines to come through. I thank you for allowing me to be a conduit to connect to the collective, to be a guide. Thank you. Thank you for the protection. Okay, let's see. Ooh, I feel the energy, guys. Oh God, it's always like when I'm not 100% sure if I'm feeling it, when I'm just like, whoa, I get hit by it, and I'm like, yeah, that's why I do what I do. It's that connection. Okay, so everything is always as it should be, and I am going to turn this down a little bit. Okay. Okay, so we got a lot of work cards here, and this makes sense since we're in a new kind of energy. Okay. So the 7 of Swords. So this is this guy right here. It looks like he's holding on to a whole lot of stuff, right? A whole lot of stuff. And if we are going to step into something new, we have to begin to prioritize, right? We cannot do everything at once, okay? This sometimes means, and it always means putting yourself on the front burner, even if it means you have to let people down, okay? That means, you have to put the oxygen mask on yourself. There's so many reasons why it is not a selfish act to put your needs first. And you have to prioritize what's important. And you know, it's interesting, because with moving into the spring equinox energy, this is the energy of Aries, and Aries is just, I mean, all about like masculine. It's the divine masculine energy, like whatever, goals you have, you put, the energy. And then right here, it's all about prioritizing what is important to you above anything else. I mean, and that's the truth. You have to be willing, to create, greatness, and whatever your definition of that is for you personally, to align with that in your world. I mean, you go through a lot. You sacrifice. We are a world of duality, and so we have to get the lessons for whatever reason. I mean, it's all, it's like, we get the lesson, we kind of move up a little bit, and then we begin to, and this isn't, psychology, it's metacognition. I like to just call it the bird's eye view, rise above like all of the social systems, all of the conditioning, all of the external anything, and just see yourself as a neutral player in a pretty amazing world, and that we have direct source connection to build and create anything that we want to through our imagination. I mean, how divinely, perfect is that, right? Perfectly imperfect, because everything is. Okay, so the next card we have is the Nine of Wands. And so here we got, okay, so we're first having to prioritize ourselves, even if we're letting other people down. Here, Nine of Wands, even in the face of adversity and exhaustion. Look at him. He's still standing up strong. He has not given up. You stand tall and strong, right? And so for many of us, I know for me, I mean, this whole past year has been about clearing some pretty dark energy, honestly, doing some ancestral healing. And I mean, just going deep with the inner child work. I mean, my God, it's been a roller coaster of energetic clearing, and so here, even in the face of exhaustion, guys, we know that you still stand tall and strong because you know that you are on the right path. You're prioritizing yourself. Okay. You are resilient. You are persistent and ready to do what it takes to get to the finish line. Okay. I hear you, Nine of Wands. Yeah, that's awesome. Keep pushing. You are so close. You are so close. Don't let others get to you. So isn't this interesting that this card, the Nine of Wands, is like, you're so close. Yeah, I mean, my God. And it's always, people always quit right when, like, right at the finish line, they always quit. And this is like, don't quit, don't give up, doesn't matter, and even, right, and don't let others get to you. And then here we have the Seven of Swords. Put yourself first, even if you have to let other people down. I mean, because you are so close, collectively, the energy that we're bringing in. I mean, the seeds, the structure, the foundations that for whatever endeavor, collectively that this is focusing on, I mean, this can be like, building home life, and, I really feel like it's focused on business. But okay, Knight of Pentacles is our last card. And so the Pentacles, here we go. That, of course, is our material world. Let me get here in my little, here we go. The Knight of Pentacles. Look at him. We have another strong card. You are hard working. You are going right now. You are taking the action. You have started The spring equinox energy has given you that forward momentum. You are in your flow, okay? You are hardworking. You're sticking to the routines that have worked for you in the past. You put one foot in front of the other, and you will get the work done. You're doing it. You're doing it, basically. You're doing it. So, like, no worries, right? You're in the flow of like what it is that you've set out to do. So it's really a beautiful reading, especially for the spring equinox. I also would like to pull, I think I'm going to do an angel prayer card to finish out the evening discussion here. So grounding, another way that I ground and get focus into the present moment is honestly, working with my divination. I've been hashtagging divination, as a healing modality, and it really is. I love, working with others with divination. And I love, like helping people out if they're wanting to, learn how to tap in to their own clear, cognizant abilities. Tarot can help. Okay. You know what? I'm going to go with this right here because this is the first one I saw, and based on what we were talking about, this is spiritual gifts. Archangel Raziel. Okay, hold on. Let me look it up. I don't know. Let me get here. Hold on. Page 86. I love the archangels. They all want to help us. Really, all you have to do is ask, right? Ask and you shall receive. Just ask, and then thank you. Archangel Raziel, please help me with my spiritual gifts. Thank you, Raziel, for helping me channel my gifts and my talents. So your spiritual gifts and talents are starting to come into alignment at this time. Whether you realize it or not, you have the special ability to inspire others through your own personal achievements, goals, and lessons. Look at you, Archangel Raziel. And this goes perfectly with this reading, really. And I mean, the topic of tonight, grounding into the present so you can ground in to your best self, right? Or, your most fun self, or your most creative self, or whatever it is, that makes you feel that joy. I've really been thinking a lot about that in terms of work, and I've heard a couple quotes lately in terms of, shifting your perspective about productivity. And one is, work is love pushed out, right? So work is like, and when you're in the flow with work you love, it is an action of love pushed out, right? So I love that. And honestly, I can't remember who said that, but anyways, I'll like post it somewhere if I find it. Anyways, and so Archangel Raziel, let's see. So Raziel's name means secrets of God, and he is an angel who is most like a yoga guru. Okay, back to that movement meditation. He has mastered all the secrets of spiritual growth and the universal laws. If you're interested in using the law of attraction to develop as a clairvoyant, Raziel is an angel who can be of most support. Now, isn't that just perfect? And that is an example of me using my intuition, instead of shuffling the cards. I mean, it was the first card that I saw, and I felt like that was the message. And it really, for what, I was talking about, was perfect. I love it. Thank you, universe. It's like, I heard someone recently say synchronicities are like winks from the universe, just like, okay, we see you. We see your energy in alignment. Here you go. It's so beautiful. So let's see. Raziel is the angel who can be of most support to you. Call on him to guide your spiritual journey, and he will help you align your mind, body, and soul as one. Excellent. And so, for this spring equinox, right? The seeds that you have planted are blooming in beautiful ways. Just, get out of your own way and just let the magic happen, okay? Call on Archangel Raziel to help you to tune in to your intuition, to help you to get into that flow. And so your work becomes an act of love pushed out. So, guys, that's it for tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in to Intuitive Tuesdays with Elizabeth Maria. That's me. And if you want to learn more about me, you can check out my website. If you want to, book a one-on-one session or learn how to do that, you can check the comments or, check my website as well. And anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, I'm probably going to do a live if I can figure out this technology, another one on Thursday. But do like a different kind of reading, and maybe not even a reading at all, but I am growing and developing as we're. Oh, and don't use this freaking donate button. I don't even know where it goes to. Actually, my business coach told me it went to like some freaking government page. Please don't donate. I mean, if you want to give a one-time donation to me, you can check out, in the description link, there's a way to become a Patreon member. You can give a one-time donation, whatever you want to do to help me to continue to grow my business and obviously learn more about social media technology. Oh God, perfectly planned. There we go, guys. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna turn up the music for a second. We're gonna dance. Yes, I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Woo, woo, woo. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So much love and light. I'll see you soon. Ooh, I'm getting chills. Okay, guys, this is how I do it. I hope this is how I end this thing. Okay. Are you sure you want to end? I got it. Okay.